Hey guys, this is Introducing Emmy, and we're back with another title card for Seamus, also known as SSoHPKC on YouTube. He's a Let's Player, like a video game guy, if you couldn't have guessed by the DevilMayCry. Anyway, so not a whole lot to say about this one either. Same process. I used a thicker brush to sketch it all out. I went ahead and just mimicked the pose from one of the official pieces of art because I kind of think it's hilarious, and I'm not sure why. I guess it's just such a cliche pose that you see in like every video game thing ever, where the characters just like jumping around with guns and knives and everything. Also, the sword, the rebellion sword, I don't know how it attaches to the character, and I looked up a whole bunch of different references and I still can't figure it out. You'll see later in, I think when I go to ink it, I added like a strap or something across the chest. Also, I'm angry that they changed the designs of Ebony and Ivory. I didn't realize they had done that. In fact, when I first went digging around for references, I was like, oh, I'm not going to need references for Ebony and Ivory because I know them. But maybe they change them every game. I should probably look into that before I open my big fat mouth. But anyway, I liked it when they had the portraits on the handle, but whatever. Also, is there like a new fad going around that I don't know about where they have to make guns look kind of super soaker-y? Like, it looks like a squirt gun. You'll see there's a better ref where you can actually see that there's like a plug or a peg or something in the stock of the gun, and I'm not sure why. Like somewhere you'd put water in. So anyway, sorry, back on topic about the drawing. I changed the amulet that Dante is wearing to an S. I try to do that with all of Seamus's drawings if I can. Like I try to find somewhere to put the S, or some way to put the S in, excuse me. Not always possible, but I managed to pull it off for this one. Yeah, see, there's like a peg in the bottom of the gun. Or like something sticking out. I don't know, maybe that's a rendering issue or something. I don't know. But anyway, so also again inked in Photoshop just to save some time. And I think it came out okay. I'm still not totally happy with the anatomy, but you know, some days you gotta go with it. You gotta get it done. I also, just to save some time, I mirrored the eye over since it was the same general shape and he was kind of looking forward. When you do that, you want to be careful that you're not just like mirroring the eye over and then leaving it alone, because it looks pretty terrible when you do that. So try to like add some additional like texturing around the eye and like sort of warp the shape of it just a teensy tiny bit, just so it's a little bit different, because even if the character's looking straight forward, the eyes are going to be exactly the same. Even if you're doing what I do and take a lot of shortcuts and like mirror eyes and arms and legs and all that stuff, it's never going to be exactly the same. So, also for the coloring, I decided to experiment by putting a lot of like textures and blotches and stuff all over the character to make it look more like the officially rendered art. I think it actually came out okay, and it sort of superficially adds a lot of detail without taking too much time. That freaking dog, it's like she's gotta shake every time I'm recording. But anyway, so I think I'm gonna continue doing that for these title cards, because most of the games he plays usually feature like a hyper-rendered character or a hyper-realistic character. So I'm probably going to keep doing that since I do like the effect, and you'll see in the finished piece, it came out pretty nice in my opinion. Also for the shading, instead of doing like a more cel-shaded style, I kind of painted the highlights in, which is something I don't generally do. It doesn't really take any more time or anything, it just has a slightly different quality to it. It's a little softer, a little less like imperfect. Is that a word? It's not precise. It's just not as precise. So, also for some reason when I ended up shading him, he ended up looking like way more like gruffer and older. I don't know. I just went with it. Whatever. He didn't seem to mind. So, I could have probably done a little bit better job on shading the jacket. I'm not so happy with it looking at it now, but time was of the essence and I really wanted to get it done, so we'll have to do. Also the logo covers most of the jacket in the final piece. Also, this is the first time I've ever had Photoshop crash on me, and it crashes somewhere after this little bit here when I'm painting the background, because, yep, it's just so cool. And crash, there we go. All I lost was the background and a little bit of the highlighting. It's not that big of a deal. I hover my fingers over the insta-save keys, Control S, that's my best friend. Blood. I like to paint blood. Also, I'm sorry that the handle of the Rebellion sword kind of looks a little meh. Couldn't find a very good ref for it. So, I just finished the piece off by adding some highlights. I put a little bit of a back filter behind Seamus just so he pops out a little more from the background. And, yeah, and I think it turned out pretty nice. Oh, and I also added like a bullety blast coming out of the base of the gun. Subliminal cross. Okay, so anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye!